All right, now this is a bench press exercise, and it's great to bring into your routine, ladies, once you've already developed a foundation in your upper body musculature. So maybe not the best exercise to tackle if you're brand new to exercise, but if you've already been doing some push-ups and some dumbbell presses on the ball and on the bench that I've showed you, then maybe you're ready for this one. And I would suggest doing it first with no weight on the bar, because the bar itself is typically around 45 to 50 pounds in most gyms. So really, I really strongly advise you not to load it up with lots of plates until you've tried it out first. Now, very, very important, hand positioning for this, because it is difficult to do. It's a lot of pressure through the chest, a lot of strengthening through the chest, but a lot of pressure. And also a lot of pressure through that rotator cuff area that we talked about earlier. So you want to do it right. You're going to lean back, and you're going to bring your feet up on the bench. Now, some women, if you're quite tall, then you're going to have your feet on the floor, but I'd like to see you have your feet on a little stepper. In any case, you want to make sure, whatever position you have your feet in, that your low back is nicely a little bit snuggled into the bench. So that's the position that you want to have. If my feet were on the floor, you can already see I have a little bit of a gap in my back, and that's not very comfortable. So feet up. My chin is tucked in. Now where to grab on the bar? That's a question I get all the time. Now, on most bars, you may not be able to see it on this video here, but the bars will have a little band on either side. On this bar, it's located here and here. And what those are there for, they're there for a purpose. So you line up wherever you're going to grab with one hand, you're going to balance it with the other. All right, so I'm going to grab with my ring finger on both sides. So what you want to do is grab it somewhat wide, so that when you're in the end position of the exercise, you want to look like this. You don't want to be like this. So see where my hands are? You want to be straight up from the elbows when you have the bar in your hands and your arms come down with the weight of the bar. You don't want your hands so narrow that you're like this, or so wide that you end up like this. Okay, very important. So watch what I do. I'm lining up my ring finger. I'm going to push the bar up, bring it up and over those little hooks there. I'm going to balance it first and just take a peek at where the bar is. I'm going to balance it over my chest and watch where my elbows go and where my hands are in relation to my elbows as I bring the bar down. So I'm going to breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. So basically it's a 90-degree angle. I'm not coming down and actually touching my chest, and I'm going to do this once incorrectly so you can see what not to do. I'm not going to bring my elbows down too low, because it's not very good for your front of your shoulders. So down about so and up about so. Breathe in on the way down, breathe out on the way up. And I'm going to position the bar on the second hook, so that's a little bit easier for me to place back down, and then you come up safely. So wonderful exercise to do, but make sure you have the strength and the confidence first before you tackle this. You'll love it, but you'll love it even more if you do it properly.